Bienvenido, welcome, I'm Oni Boi, your favorite hobby tourist. Hope you're all having a wonderful day today. Hello, Atlas and Alan. Hope you all have a wonderful day today. You know, I always start my day with my dailies. You know, I get up early, but like I said earlier today, in my earlier stream, I always do like a gaming stream early in the morning. But that one I was telling how I was kind of like lazy today. You know, like I woke up early, but I didn't actually like move around how I usually do. I was a little sluggish. You know, I don't know about you guys, how you guys have been. Ooh, Alan with the 3 emojis. I was about to actually say that. I want to see 3 emojis, especially since this is Monday and the weekend just happened. And I know a lot of you guys tend to do things on the weekends. I mean, I did. Let's see, Alan with the goalposts, with the hockey stick and the running. Oh, hello, Mr. Ghost. I'm going to guess, Alan. So you were playing some hockey. I mean, that's cool. I do not know how to ice skate. I mean, like I can't, like I have gone ice skating, but I don't know how to ice skate, if you know what I mean. Hello, Warden, hello. But no, like I was saying, I want to see those 3 emojis. That's my guess though, Alan. I'm guessing you went ice skate, or you played some hockey. Yep, but not on the ice. Oh, okay. You did like roller hockey. Oh, I played that as a kid. I remember that. I'm also terrible at roller skating, but I do remember like doing like without the skates, just running around. And let's see, Alan. Oh no, Warden. When you gonna do the doodle? You're talking about the doodles are Wednesday, Thursdays, sometimes Fridays. Fridays are a little more like we'll see what I feel like doing. You know what I'm talking about, Warden? So that'll be Wednesday. Wednesday for sure. And Brayden, hello. Let's see, Atlas. So I decided to make a 127 mon. And I made 2. Oh, okay, nice. You made 27, that's nice. I'm good, I'm wonderful. You know, I've been like, I don't know, like I said, like today's has been one of those days that I don't feel like super energetic. You know, normally I would say I'm a little more energetic or whatnot. I did, like I said, I woke up early, but I did, what's it called? Worked a little bit on some of my stuff, which I was happy. I was able to do the video. I don't know if you guys saw that, the recommended video. Alan, I watched Jurassic Park Rebirth last night. Ooh, I have not, you know, I haven't seen a Jurassic Park in a while. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen I think I only saw the one with Chris Pratt, the first one, but I haven't seen any of the other ones. What happened with that? I have no clue, Alan. Ooh, oh, I know Atlas. I did see that. I liked that one. I thought it was really cute. Your lizard guy. He looked cute. I'm good. I'm wonderful. I do feel a little bummed out. I'm like, I'll say I haven't done like so much progress in this game, you know, in Ori's. Just because like I had to like do all that stuff with like, I thought it was my coding. It wasn't. It was actually animations, and I haven't like gone in and fixed it yet, you know. But actually today I was like, I guess I could just show you guys, who hasn't seen it. I guess I could just like walk around for a little bit. I still haven't fixed it, right? So it's still not fixed. You know, it's still not up to how it should be. You know, like I could do the weird roll thing. It's not supposed to roll. You're still sick. Oh, that's a bummer. You know, like Bingo, she's tried the game a little bit. I need to fix it though. I seriously do need to fix it so you guys can try it. And that is a bummer, Ghost. I mean, like, I'm not like, look here, like right now it just froze. You see what I'm talking about? It froze right now. I mean, like I said, myself, I feel like everyone in my place, we're not like sick, but I would say we're like kind of like low energy. I think like Bingo's like not a full-on cold, you know what I'm talking about? That's kind of how I'm feeling too. When I'm just like kind of low energy, I'm like, you know, not super motivated today. Yesterday was kind of the same. So we hung out, watched like movies for most of the day. But what about you, Mr. Ghost? Since you said you're not feeling well, what have you been up to? Why animation reminds me of the free animation thing, like the most used animation in the world. Well, yeah, Warden, these are. These are Mixamo animations. That's what you do when prototyping. I mentioned it before. That was the issue. That's actually the issue why it wasn't working. You know, like the anime. Remember before I was like, oh, there's something wrong with it. It was because I'm using Mixamo animations, which they're not bad. Mixamo animations aren't bad. They're wonderful for prototyping. But you have to make sure that they're compatible, whatnot. It is a lot better when you make your own. Later on, I do want to make my own. You know, I went to school for animation, so I actually really enjoy making animations. But I want the game to actually work before actually going head on into making animations. You know what I mean? Add rocks, another type. And add a hut. Well, I mean, there's literally rocks right here. There's a bunch of plants. Yeah, I'm going to Disney for the first time. Ooh, very exciting. That is very exciting. I have been to Disney. Which one are you going to? Disneyland, Disney World? Which one? You know, because I'm in Florida, so Disney World is not too long. Yes, yeah, she has been to Disneyland. She's not been to Disney World yet. We'll see when we can go. We gotta see when we go next. Disneyland. Oh, okay, nice. We have been. I've been a few times in my life. We used to live close. You know, like where we used to live, because I used to live in California. And we were not too far. We were about, maybe, I don't know, like an hour, maybe a little over an hour away. No worries. You do you, Warden. Okay, so I'm probably gonna jump. I was actually thinking a little more into going into like more of a design today, just because I've been like a little more inspired because we were playing Splatoon so much, and Splatoon has a lot of the ink stuff, and I was like, oh, that looks so fun, especially the loadouts for the different weapons and stuff like that. So I was actually thinking about maybe jumping into Clip Studio away from Unity today, because usually for like these streams I talk more about like, you know, the game and like me walking around and stuff, talking about like what's up with the game. So like, look, this is like freaking out just because I did I tried doing an attack. So I tried doing an attack and it just like glitches out for a second, just because the animations don't work together. I had to fix it. I know. Either way, so I'm gonna get out of this, right? I'm gonna switch over. So sorry for the spinning. Stop that. Yes, okay. I know there's like two of them here, just because there's gonna be the fixed version, the non-fixed version. So I'm gonna jump over. Let me open up what I was thinking about, right? Let's switch it over to the doodles. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna switch over here, right? I'm actually gonna let me open, what do I wanna open? Actually, I know what I wanna open, hold up. I'm gonna leave this one like in the corner or something. I wanna open, yeah, because I want like a, not that one. That's like from something else I was working on. Where is it? One moment, guys, one moment. Yeah, I'll actually probably open. Which one? I want the one for the Oryx. Why is it in this one actually? I think this is the one I use for Oryx, but for some reason I have this up. Okay. I'll hide that for now. Like, I kind of want to mess around with some concepts, right? Let me just hide all of these. I don't know why I put them in this folder. Anyways. Yeah, these are all just like from like a video I was working on. So hold up, let's go over. I'm gonna grab this one and I'm gonna put it off to the side. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna make this a little bigger just so it's like not too bad. Actually, I'm probably gonna close Unity up. We might come back to Unity later, but for now, I'm gonna close it. And then I'm gonna jump into, not like doodles, but we're gonna like design stuff. You know what I'm talking about? That's like what I wanna do today. I'm like more in the design mood. Which I think like later on we could probably do some more like animation stuff. I think that'd be really fun. I'm gonna try my best for like next week to actually, maybe we could do like a new animation. What do you guys think about that? I think that could be kind of fun. Just because like me going to the same area over and over. It's like I feel like it's getting dull. So that's why I was like, I know I kind of want to do this. I want to work on let's see, Mr. Ghost, I have to go. Yeah, no worries, Mr. Ghost, especially if you're not feeling well. If you're not feeling well, I recommend you relax. You know, go to bed, sleep, hope to see you tomorrow. But no, like I said, I'm gonna jump in. So one of the things I really like, obviously you can see it, right? You see the red one, the ones I have up, right? Let me select that for a moment. You see these, the little red guys. Actually, I'm gonna like copy them. Let's copy all of these, just so I could have them over here on the main one that I have right now. There we go. Like all of these. No. Let me select these. There we go. Make this nice and big. Can you even see that? Kind of. I'm like looking at it. It looks very bright. Okay, actually, I'm gonna make this smaller. And then we're also gonna combine all these layers. Combine it. 1, 2. No, wrong. There we go. We're gonna combine these. There we go. I'll lock them. So, okay, so this is like the basic in the game. This is gonna be the basic magic, right? And the one thing I was saying that Splatoon really inspired me. I was like, oh, I really like this. Because originally I was thinking maybe when you play the game, you could learn magic along the way. But I was like, you know what? After I thought about it, I like the concept of more being a loadout. You know, where like you almost like switch up your weapons in a way. And I was like, ooh, I like that a lot, actually. So what I'm thinking, right, we could actually do some like concept, right? So this is like the basic, the standard. So we have a standard, right? Standard. So we have standard. Obviously, so like what other ones would be, you can't even read it, can you? I just realized I put it like too far or too high up. We're around here, right? So standard. So we got a standard. What other ones do we need? You know, ideally, what do you guys expect? I'm thinking we want one that's ranged, right? One that's a little more focused on range. So let's do a range. I'm probably gonna want one that is a little more on mobility. You know, I want like a movement one. Movement. What other ones? What other ones do you guys think would be really, you guys would really like to see, like different move sets? You know, because like ideally what I'm thinking in the game, you'll have your roaming, right? The little pot guy, the honey pot, and you'll put in like a charm, like a magical charm. And when you put in the charm, it'll actually change the properties of the honey, how it reacts in the game, which is like pretty much like a different weapon. Think of it that way. So wait, no, but like, so what, you mean more of like a heavy? Is that what you're thinking, Alan? Because like, you know what I'm talking about? So like, I'm just saying more like different like move sets, and then we could build up the move sets. So range, movement. So you're thinking of more like a melee. A little bit, think of it like that, but it's honey. So you're saying like a melee, like a or heavy, I think. Yeah, let's do a heavy. Heavy. So we got, so a standard, a range, movement type, a heavy type. What else? What other? I'm thinking we could do like a few of these, and like obviously as it goes on, like some will have more priority than others, and then like we kind of decide what we're gonna do, like what really calls your attention, you know? I'm thinking obviously this is like a, maybe like a defensive, very defensive type, or actually the defensive type could be this one, the heavy. I might do that. Let's call it defense. Right, there could be like defensive type, which works well. What if you strike a swipe, like from left to right? Huh? What do you mean? I don't get what you mean by like if you strike swipe like from left and right. I mean the I'm talking about like the magic, not the weapon. You know what I'm talking about? Because right now I'm talking more about the what's it called? The weapons, not the weapon, the magic. Because there is like the board here. I'll show you the board. This is oh no, not wrong board. There it is. Yeah, this is like the board. You see the board? That's like the basic attack. So basic attack is like an uppercut into like a jab. And then the heavy is like a pullback into like a, what's it called? Like a Captain America boomerang throw. Oh, so you're saying a honey slap across the face. So it's also more of a, you're saying more of like a melee one. You're really into the melee ones, which is cool. I don't mind the melee ones. Here, let me do that. So you want more of like, maybe like a faster melee? What could that one be? But it's like maybe, I don't know what you mean with because the honey tends to be more, it's magical. So it's instead of using your weapon, you know what I mean? So instead of using weapon, because it's, oh, let me see. Alan, if like you get a car with telekinesis and throw it at someone's side. Wait, oh, you're saying like a move. You're talking about like a movement. I know what you're talking about, where you grab something. I don't think that would, I'm thinking, I do know what you mean because I do have that in my list, but it wouldn't be for the player. I do have it where it's like certain moves are activated by things in the environment, but I don't think, I know what you're talking about, very much like Link with the magnet pool. I don't think I'd use it for the player. Atlas, sent evolutions of my lizard and I actually really like it. Ooh, very nice. I'll check that in a little bit. Okay, so we're going to standard, which is, you know, the 3-shot, the large bomb, right? The large, you know, glob. The range, the movement one, like a defensive one. Oh, you know what I'm thinking would be nice? Like a trapper. One that like sets up traps. I like the concept of that. Like, let's do traps. I think traps would be a really nice one. So it's a little more thought, you know, okay, I'm gonna like drop things around. Because remember, you're not alone when you play the game. You have like 2 assists with you. You have your 2 Oris that are helping you out. So I want it to feel like, okay, we're a team. So you could actually define what role you want to be in this team. You know what I'm talking about? I do have like a bunch of other ideas too off to the side. I just kind of wanted to see what called your guys' attention first off. Let's see. One thing, like, because I went like with like more specific. Oh, you know which one I really like? I really liked the bouncy thing. You know what I'm talking about? The bouncy one's really nice. I'm gonna put like that as like a 1. Bounce. I'm gonna call one bounce just because I think it'll be really nice. I don't even remember in Splatoon the bouncy ball thing. I really liked that. The effect. I was like, ooh, I really like that. And I'd love to see if I could do that. You know? Where it's like you chuck it and it's like very bouncy. That seems like one I would like. What's another one we could play with? I think the standard's good. Range is good. Movement is wonderful. Defense also great. Traps where you're laying down stuff. And then the bouncy one I think is like a fun, playful one. Well, see, I'm trying to go away from melee, Alan, you know, because we have the defensive one, which is going to be the melee one. You know, just because like I want the honey to feel ranged. And also with the honey, you don't actually do damage. It's like a stamina thing. If you understand what I mean. Like, obviously right now we're just like brainstorming, we're playing around with the concepts, and we'll go from, you know, like, want, and have. That's how I tend to like it. That's why I like doing this kind of thing with you guys. I think it's kind of fun. So I was actually, yeah, like, let me think. Trying to see. Yeah, okay, I think we have a few. Like a curve. The homing one. No, I think there's a little more specific. You know what I mean, Alan? Because there will be other charms that'll have like more specific attributes to them, like higher damage, maybe faster shot, you know, like faster like shells. Ones that have like homing, those kind of things I will have, but those are more like added things, not like completely different mechanics. Where I want these to like feel very different from each other. Like they don't have anything in common. So okay, I think we're good. I think we're good for now with these, and then from here we could actually build off of them what we're thinking. No, see the elemental attacks are reserved for the Oris. Oris have elemental abilities. The player doesn't. The player has honey. That's like their whole thing. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like I wouldn't do it just because the Ishi is unique in that way that you have honey magic, and the Oris have, you know, fire, water, wind, earth, metal. Those are like the types for the Oris. You don't have those though. You have honey. They're like, so you're unique in that aspect. As a player, you have your own set of skills. Okay, so I think these don't look bad. Like I'm looking at them, I feel like this is like a nice variety we could play with. So let's actually make this a little smaller. Right? I think around here, you guys can still see that. Yeah, good. So now so obviously this is a standard. We already have the standard. We know the light and then the heavy. Which, thinking about it, I'll make a market just so it's like a little easier. Light, heavy. There we go. Light and heavy, just so you know. So light is a 3. It's a 3. And then this is just a one large glob. So you see, you summon like a glob. You can see right here. So you summon one glob and then split it up to 3 multiple shots. You know, it's like multiple shell-like projectiles. And then this is the other version. The heavy version is you charge up and then you'll be able to throw it. Yes, I am 100% family friendly. I am. It's funny that you didn't realize this before. I am definitely family friendly. If you notice, all the games I tend to play are like Nintendo. Like this game, the game I'm making, I'm assuming it'll be E10. You know, that is the direction I'm going with this game, will be E10. I don't know if you've ever seen that in games where like a lot of Mario games, Pokemon is like E10 also, that direction. But okay, so like I said, this is standard. Range, I'm thinking for range. For the range, I was thinking, what could we do? I'm not sure if for the range, should it be 1? Just like a single? I just want to mark it. Let's do like, so 3 and 1, right? 3 and 1. Maybe for the range, it could be like a 2, right? It could be like 2. And then what would be good for the range? What would you guys like for the charged up range? You know, because like if you're doing it, no, actually, no, maybe just the 1, right? It almost feels like you would be charged the whole time. Because that's what I imagine, like if you charge it up, it just becomes like a 1 large glob and then you chuck it. What do you mean, Alan? You have to make your own, you're gonna make your own elements? What direction are you going with? Wait, I don't not saw. Wait. Look, okay, so Alan, it really depends. So for me, I'm doing a Wu-Zing style. So if you're wondering what Wu-Zing is, so Wu-Zing, it goes, you know, it's like I have fire. This is based on martial arts if you're curious. So I have fire. I have water. I have earth. I have wind. And then I have metal. Normally these two would be different. Hello, XQ. Welcome to the stream. So this is what I'm doing, right? I have this style. A little, you don't see, I only have 5. So the way this works, right? So water, so water beats fire, right? Fire beats metal, metal beats wind, wind beats earth, earth beats water, okay? I have not checked it out yet, Alan. And then it also does this. So water also beats metal. Okay, actually, let me make that darker. Or a different color. Let's go with a different color. So water also beats metal. Metal also beats earth. Wind beats water. Earth beats fire. And then fire beats wind. So it does like a double. Each of them are strong against 2, weak against 2. You said, Alan, I'm not Atlas. What happened? Did I? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I said I'll take it later. Well, I meant Atlas. My apologies. But no, so this is how it works in my game, right? But there's other games too. Like, I know, like Alan, you were saying, and you're not sure how many you want to do. You know, Pokemon, I think they have what, like 16, 18? I don't remember anymore. There's also the 4 style, which is the Alchemist style. You know, there's like this style where it's like the fire, water, earth, air. You see that one a lot. That one's pretty common. You know, mine is a mix of martial arts mixed with Caribbean mythology, just because normally in martial arts, though these two are different. Yeah, actually, no, that's a lie. The one that is different in martial arts is actually only the wood. This is wood normally in martial arts. That's the only one that is normally different. But the rest of them are very similar to martial arts. Wind beats water? What do you mean? You don't understand how it beats it? Oh. Well, okay, so the way I have it, right, is that they'll have also like other interactions between them. Each element actually creates something that's actually in the game. You know, like when you do water attacks, water puddles will appear. Okay? So like if you do fire attacks, you'll have like little fire spots. Metal will have like little metal shavings. Wind will have like little like what's that called? Like little drafts of wind. And earth will have like rocks. So the wind will actually mess with the water. It will disperse it. So if you have a little like a puddle and you do like a wind blast, it will actually destroy the wind. Yeah. So same with the rocks dry up the water. So if you use water, if you use wind or earth attacks, it actually messes with the water, like the water puddles. Same with, you know, like the fire. You know, if you use earth or water, it messes with the fire, little fire spots. You understand what I mean? True, but isn't that fire? What do you mean? No, like, so like fire may like, yeah, no, you're saying like fire could dry it up, obviously, but it'll take longer for if you hit fire, right? If you like, I'm saying it's not gonna like, it doesn't dry it up. What I'm not saying it. Alan's the one that said it dries it up. I'm saying it spreads it out. It pushes it around. It pushes the water. So wind pushes the water, breaking it up. It doesn't dry it up. It would take too long to dry up. You know, so if you do fire over the water, yes, it will eventually get rid of it. That's like with every single style. It does the same thing, but it takes a lot longer. You'd have to do like, I don't know, 3 to 4 times. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It pushes it. It wouldn't dry it up. No, Alan, I think what he's saying is how you said wind dries wet clothes. I think that's what Atlas was talking about. But yeah, so this is how my elements work in my game. Oh, I'm just talking about my game a little bit. I was a little briefly earlier, we were in Unity, but now I'm switched over to Clip Studio because I actually want to do more like conceptual design about the honey. You know, because I've gotten so many ideas from Splatoon. I actually really enjoy Splatoon. I think it's so fun. And I want to go more into that. Where it's like, okay, I want to talk about the honey in my game. No, that's XQ. That's someone else. I'll check it out later, Atlas. Come, it's okay. I'm currently, like I said, I was talking about my game. That means that's the whole point of the devlogs. Yeah, I mean, I know it's not a big deal, XQ. But okay, so like I was saying, for the range, not sure how we're gonna do the range one because I do like, yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal. It doesn't bother me. I know like people mess around with different things and stuff like that. So the thing I was saying, for the range one, I'm not sure what we could do. I'm thinking actually maybe the range could be in reverse. So instead of, so the charge is the one, right? Is like the long shot, but the tap should be something else. If he's, yeah, no, I'm just on like, this is like the devlog one. I don't look at the Discord as much during these ones, Atlas. It's usually during the doodle streams, I'll look more. The devlog ones, I like to talk more about game design and about like my game. And like that's, originally it's funny because I originally started doing streaming to talk about my game. And then I was like, well, let me try other stuff too, just because it seemed like I didn't know what to talk about every single episode, every stream. I was like, well, hold up. Let me maybe do other stuff when we talk about game design, talk about other people's games. So I'm thinking for the range, right? The initial one could be something else.